At 70, I thought moving in with my children would be a dream come true. I pictured cozy family nights and grandkid hugs. Instead, it turned into a nightmare that cost me everything. Welcome to the Elder's Timeless Voice. I'll share how a choice I made with love stripped away my independence, savings, and even my bond with my kids. If you're thinking of moving in with family, or know someone who might, this cautionary tale could change everything. Stick with me for 3 hard-earned lessons that might save you too. I remember the day my spouse and I bought that house. We were so proud, standing on the porch with our 2 little ones, dreaming of the life we'd build. Now, with my spouse gone and the kids grown, it felt like a museum of memories, too big and too quiet for one person. Every room echoed with memories, and the silence was deafening. I found myself talking to the walls just to hear a voice. Managing the house became overwhelming. Simple tasks like mowing the lawn or fixing a leaky faucet felt impossible without my partner. One evening, during a family dinner, my eldest daughter looked at me with concern and said, "Mum, we hate seeing you like this. Why don't you move in with us? The kids would love having Grandma around, and we can help you with everything." My son nodded in agreement, adding, "It makes sense, Dad. You shouldn't be alone right now." For a moment, I hesitated. I'd always prided myself on my independence, but the thought of being alone in that big house was too much to bear. So I pushed aside my doubts and said yes. I started daydreaming about what life would be like. I'd wake up to the sound of my grandkids laughing, help them get ready for school, maybe even pack their lunches. In the evenings, we'd gather around the dinner table, sharing stories and making new memories. I pictured myself reading bedtime stories, just like I did with my own children. It felt like a second chance at family life, a way to fill the void left by my spouse's passing. My mother always told me, family is everything. She raised us to stick together. When I was younger, I didn't always understand, but as I grew older, I saw the truth. My family was my rock, especially after my spouse died. So when my children offered me a place in their home, I thought, this is family taking care of each other. But as the moving day approached, a small voice in the back of my mind whispered, "Are you sure about this?" I ignored it, focusing instead on the promise of a new beginning. At first, it was wonderful. I'd wake up to the chaos of family life. Grandkids racing around, my daughter shouting reminders about school bags. We'd share meals, laughing over old stories, and I felt needed again, like I'd found my place. But soon, the reality set in. I was living in their space, following their rules. It started small. One night, I settled in to watch my favorite show, but my son needed the TV for a work call. I waited, but by the time he finished, it was bedtime. No big deal, I thought. Then I tried cooking my famous lasagna. Hours in the kitchen, the house smelling like home. My daughter walked in with takeout bags saying the kids wanted pizza. I smiled, but it hurt. I couldn't come and go as I pleased either. My daughter needed the car, and I didn't want to ask too much. Slowly, I felt like a guest in what was supposed to be my home. Then came the money strain. I'd always prided myself on managing my savings, but living with them meant pitching in. Groceries, utilities, even a school trip fee. At first, it felt right. I was part of the team, but the requests kept coming. "Mom, the electric bill's high this month. Can you help?" my daughter asked. I nodded, but my bank account was shrinking faster than I'd planned. The tension crept into our relationships. One evening, my son snapped, "Dad, can you turn off the lights? We're not made of money." I apologized, but it stung. I overheard him later, whispering to his wife, "This is harder than I thought." My daughter stopped chatting with me. Our talks turned into quick updates. I'd lie awake, replaying every moment, feeling like a burden. What began as a loving gesture, a chance to be close again, turned into a daily struggle. I was losing my independence, and with it, the warmth I'd once shared with my kids. 2 years in, my savings were gone. I'd always prided myself on being frugal, but that didn't matter. At first, it was little things, helping with groceries or a phone bill. Then it snowballed, school fees, a car repair, even a loan for my daughter's side hustle. I couldn't say no. I wanted to feel useful. But soon, I had nothing left. No cushion for emergencies, no spare change to treat my grandkids to ice cream. I'll never forget selling my wedding ring for a dental bill. Handing it over felt like losing a piece of myself. I hid it from my kids, too proud to admit I was broke. If I could go back, I'd have kept a fund just for me. Financial independence matters, even under someone else's roof. The emotional weight was crushing. I felt trapped, like a guest who'd overstayed. Decisions I'd once made without a thought, what to eat, when to shower, weren't mine anymore. One night, I wanted to bake cookies for the grandkids, a little ritual we loved. My daughter waved me off. "I've got dinner covered, Mom." Her tone was kind, but it hit me hard. I had no say, no control. I wasn't the strong, independent person I'd been. I was fading. Sleep stopped coming easy. I'd lie awake, replaying every moment I felt small. If you're thinking of moving in with family, set boundaries early. Independence isn't just money, it's your life. Worst of all, I lost my kids. Not physically, but the way it counts. We argued over everything. Dishes, grandkid rules, even what show to watch. One night, I broke my son's favorite mug by mistake. "Can't you be careful, Dad?" he snapped. I mumbled sorry, but the silence that followed lasted weeks. My daughter stopped sharing her dreams. Our talks turned cold. Love gave way to resentment, and I saw it in their eyes. I'd become a burden. I should have spoken up sooner, aired it out instead of stewing. If you're in this spot, don't wait. Talk it through. It might save what's breaking. Looking back, I learned that maintaining your independence is crucial, no matter how old you get. When I moved in with my kids, I thought it'd bring us closer, but I ended up losing my autonomy. I'd sit there, unable to pick what to watch on TV or decide when to step outside, feeling like a visitor in someone else's world. It's a tough lesson. It's better to live alone with some help than to give up your freedom entirely. Independence isn't just a luxury, it's what keeps you feeling like you. Then there's money. Oh, how I wish I'd planned better. I poured everything into helping my family, thinking it was my role. But I left myself empty-handed. Some nights, I'd lie awake, stressing over how I'd cover a doctor's bill or a little treat for the grandkids. Here's my advice. Always keep a financial safety net. Don't lean on family alone. Set up a savings account just for you. It's okay to say no if they ask for more than you can spare. Your security matters too. Communication. That's where I stumbled big time. We didn't talk things through before I moved in. No clear expectations, no boundaries. I figured we'd sort it out as we went, but that led to tension we could have avoided. If you're thinking of living with family, sit down first. Hash out who does what, how money works, and what personal space means to you. It's not easy, but it beats the quiet resentment that creeps in otherwise. And here's something I overlooked. Other options. I didn't realize places like senior communities or assisted living could have given me support without taking my independence. You can have your own space, make your own calls, and still be around people who get it. If I'd known, I might have chosen a little apartment nearby instead of squeezing into someone else's home. One wise elder put it best. Your freedom is your greatest treasure. Don't give it away lightly. That hit me hard after I'd lost mine. It affected everything: my wallet, my family ties, my sense of self. So if you're facing this choice, think it over. Talk it out. Plan your finances. Check out every option. Your independence is worth it, and so is your peace. I hope my slip-ups light the way for you. If you or someone you love is weighing a move like this, take these lessons with you. Your future self will be glad you did. Looking back, moving in with my children was the worst decision of my life. I thought it would bring us closer, but instead, it cost me my independence, my peace, and so much more. Yet through that struggle, I uncovered lessons I can't keep to myself. I hope my story helps you avoid the same mistakes. If you're considering moving in with family, please think carefully. Prioritize your independence. It's worth more than you might realize. Discuss everything openly, set boundaries, plan your finances, and don't assume support will always be there. Most importantly, explore all your options. There might be a better way to get help while keeping your freedom intact, like assisted living or staying home with support. As my grandmother used to say, a bird in a cage may sing, but it longs to fly. Don't clip your wings lightly. Your happiness depends on it. If this video hit home for you, please like it, subscribe to the Elder's Timeless Voice for more wisdom, and share it with someone who needs to hear this story. Your support helps us reach more people and spark these vital conversations. Take it from me. Your freedom and joy are worth fighting for. Choose wisely.